Hello Legends, my name is Ferjam and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. Today I'm going to be looking at the entire comic quest series of Trouble in Paradise. Now as you can see, I have seen chapter 1, but that was way back at the beginning of the season and I can't remember what happened in there. I have no idea. It was too long ago. I have skipped playing Apex this season, so that's why I only have, 8 out of 45 treasure packs. I played like the first week the season came out, and after that I just dropped it and I haven't played since. So today it's the last day of Apex. Tomorrow the new season launches, so I decided that I am quickly going to go through every single one of these chapters to at least get the lore. I'm not playing the game, I'm just, getting the lore, and then when the new season launches I plan on actually playing the game again, but I was getting a bit bored of the game. I wasn't feeling it as much anymore. I wasn't excited to play. It felt more like a task or a job than it felt like actually, doing it for the fun of it, So I kind of wanted to give Apex a break. It wasn't a great season anyways, when looking at the battle pass and stuff like that. So I was like, this is a season I don't really mind skipping. Sure, there's a few things I missed that I wish I didn't, but that'll always be the case. But when the new season drops, I do plan on playing it again, because for the first time in a long time, I'm actually excited to play. I want to play. I want to play the game, but I'm purposefully waiting until the new season launches. So, yeah, you can expect more videos when the new season launches. So, I'm going to reread chapter 1 quickly as well, just because I want to remember exactly what happened in there. So, this is going to be one long video of me just going through every chapter. Enough wasting of time. Let's actually just start reading it. Chapter 1. The Two Halves. It's quiet, eh? Dark, computers flickering, parts swaying after Newt's fine work. Bits and pieces of different arenas skitter across the screens. Excuse me. So this is Horizon's perspective, I presume. There's a ringing in my ears, maybe from the fight and nearly dying on the claws of a nasty simulacrum. Or maybe it's from inside my head, telling me what I'm hearing. Can it be possible? Yep, there we go, Horizon. Ah, Ash. So, this is what Blisk means about an old friend. I suppose it would have ruined his fun to be more direct. You. How can you be here? You're supposed to be dead? Strange you would speak to an old friend that way. So, I'm trying to think back now. This is... Oh, I need to go back quite far. This is the stories from the Outlands and the launch trailer for... this season for Escape, and in that season, in the stories from the Outlands, Horizon awakened Ash with the source codes or something like that, and it was Dr. Reed or Raid, I forgot how you pronounce that. Was her consciousness was inside Ash. She awoke. And then she got pushed back by Ash, and then Ash came forward again, and then in that moment Horizon realized that Ash was Dr. Reed, or Dr. Reed's consciousness was inside Ash somewhere. That was the story from the Outlands for Ash, that's what I remember. So I presume this is picking up from that. I don't remember, it's been so long. How dare you? You took my life. You took my son. Calm yourself, Doctor. You're becoming hysterical. I'll show you hysterical, you foul tumshi. You're familiar with exercising logic, working toward a goal. Maintaining your composure is the most effective way of seizing what you are after. What I'm after is my boy. What? You know what happened to him? Is that it? That's what you said? Ah, but I've learned better than to trust a word that falls out of that lying mouth of yours. She will be distressed to hear that, I'm sure. What? She? What are you on about? You truly didn't notice? Those codes you used unsealed a significant amount of data. My past, the knowledge that I'm a simulacrum, that I am unconstrained by the limits of human physiology. I was preoccupied, absorbing it. The other one was able to rise to the surface and speak with you, briefly. I would have expected you to discern her by her sniveling voice. Wait. What are you? You're away with the fairies. I can see how you might find this situation overwhelming. I will put it simply. Dr. Ashley Reed was a weakling. She allowed herself to be destroyed by those who should have fallen to her. Her missteps led to her demise. I was a small piece of her then, but I have grown. I've become more than she could ever have hoped to be. The other one is what's left of Reed's many weaknesses, but she's immaterial. She is already subdued. Soon, she will decay into nothing. Does that answer your questions? Oh, aye. That clears up a few things. You're out of your bloody mind, or you take me for a bigger fool than I could have thought. Your faith is unimportant to me. You may believe my explanation, if it satisfies you. Satisfies me? You took everything. My home is gone forever. My son grew up without a mother, because of you. You think anything you say will satisfy me? You always were overly sentimental for a scientist, but I assure you it was not personal. What? Dr. Reed had no vendetta against you. I had no such vendetta against you. You were merely one obstacle among many, a casualty of the mission. Like Newton. Was he an obstacle? You and the other one. You were both so captivated by him. Curious, I found him quite dull. Though I suppose it makes sense for you. He was made in your image. You were there, the day of the explosion. You would have seen him. You really do know something, don't you? Do I? I was under the impression that you didn't trust me. I've had enough of your sick games to last 10 lifetimes. Tell me what happened to my boy. You're in no position to make demands of me. Now, I'll be taking my leave. I expect you to find the exit on your own. You think you can take everything from me and then walk away? Oh? I suggest you avoid making any rash decisions, Dr. Summers. We have both been alive for decades, but only one of us has walked through death to get here. And only one of us broke the fundamental laws of the bloody universe to get what she wanted. Oh, and have you gotten what you wanted? Oh no, I skipped one. Can I go back? I can. You're a monster, and it ain't because you're a machine. If I'd known that that was you in there, I would have smashed it to bits before I woke you up. And yet, here we are. It seems you cannot help but be useful. I expect our friend Lillian would have been impressed with your ingenuity, were she alive to see it. And she walks off. Next, the one who walked away. Chapter 2. So that's the one that I already read. To be fair, I didn't really remember it too much, but that's basically the confrontation between Ash and Horizon, and where Ash informs Horizon that, you know, Dr. Reed was like a consciousness inside her. So that was basically that confrontation. Now we're going to something that I haven't seen before. Chapter 2, the one who walked away. So I'm liking that they went back to like the Broken Ghost style of telling this story, with instead of having an actual comic, you just have the text on the screen and the characters who are saying it. I do like the comics more, I think, but this does give me a bit of a nostalgic feeling, you know, when looking back to the very first quest that we had. I arrived at the place where I transcended the limits of a human life. I expect to feel anger when I set eyes on it. It is a reminder of my weaknesses, her weaknesses, but I feel nothing. So this is from Ash's perspective. It has changed from what it once was. Now they call it the Rift. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. Rings in the other direction, sister. Maybe you want to try keeping us in the loop? What's the Rift got for us? Ah, it was Ash, okay. What you do is not my concern, so long as you stay out of my way. I have business here. That is all you need to know. She's digging? Hey now, if you've got your eye out for something, Gibraltar knows a thing or two about searching and finding. Pathfinder. Me too. I want to help my best girlfriend, and I think I can. I used to work here with my creators. They're dead now, but they were wonderful people. I'm not gonna keep trying that in his voice, but I had to try it at least once. The anger I expected finally comes. They are dead because they were fools. They are of little interest to me. My focus is on what remains. Oh. But the object I seek was once in that lab. Something of significance. I'm not sure you'll find anything here. Most things didn't survive the explosion. We've fought here many times, but I've never found anything from the old lab, and I always keep a lookout for my child. Oh right, he had his child! Ah, I remember that. I would be sad if they were waiting patiently for Papa Pathfinder to find them. Got that right. Never got any of Granddad's stuff back. At least we know why now. Then this is a dead end. I don't think any ends are dead when you turn around and keep going. That's what I did when I was looking for my creators. I have no need for your optimism, Marvin. If you have no other useful information, leave me. I have an objective to complete. I couldn't find my creators alone. I needed the help of all my friends, and I think they can help you too. Wraith is always Wraith is always finding out new things about the IMC, and Nat has been looking through their databases. You might know her as Watson or Natalie, but I have a special name for her. She's also the granddaughter of one of my creators, and make your point. Okay, so it's now officially confirmed. That person, there was a video a while back where we got some backstory for Pathfinder, where we saw him and all of his creators, and then Dr. Reed came in and, you know, tried to get some, I don't know what they were transporting. They were transporting like resources or something. She was trying to basically take those, and then Pathfinder, you know, fought them and all that, and then eventually Dr. Reed died. And yeah, that's slowly how, you know, that's the beginning of the process of her becoming Ash. But in that we see, you know, a bunch of the creators, and I believe, I'm trying to think back now. So, yeah, Watson's grandmother was one of them. Or was it mother? What did I just say? Did I just say mother or grandmother? Oh yeah, grand. Okay, so the grandmother of Watson was one of Pathfinder's creators, and I believe earlier, I'm not going to go back to that, but Gibraltar also said something about his granddad. So was his granddad also one of the creators? Because I do remember there was a guy that kind of reminded me a bit of Gibraltar. So let me know in the comments if that is indeed the case. Okay, make your point. She's on some sort of exciting treasure hunt. One of them might know something about your mercenary friend's belongings if you ask. It'll be a mere coincidence if I manage to glean anything of value from your senseless blathering. Hooray! I think that means I was helpful. High five! He raises his hand. I do not know what to make of this. So foolishly hopeful, carrying pieces of my past that I crave to cut away. You have volunteered your knowledge to me, Marvin. That is adequate. I leave them, the Marvin's arm still in the air. Their voices follow me. Ah, I guess she doesn't like high fives. Something about her is a bit off, eh? I think Ash is wonderful. She's searching for something just like me, and that can be hard. But all our friends helped me, and now they can help her. I love to see all my friends becoming friends. I'm not so sure she wants to make friends, brother. And he is correct. Next, 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Here we go, chapter 3. 1 step forward, 3 steps back. So, I feel like I missed something though in the first 2 chapters. What is Ash searching for? She's searching for something, but I'm not... Did I miss it? What is she searching for? Is she trying to find a way to basically purge Dr. Reed from her mind? Is she trying to get rid of her forever? Is that what she's trying to do? Eliminate the weakness? Or is there something else that I'm missing? I'm not quite sure that. Well, I think that's what she's trying to do. But I guess we'll find out, right? Well now, today's match is on Storm Point, which seems to be quite serendipitous for Watson and Crypto. They seem to be looking for something, or testing something, near the Stormcatcher. Maybe both. It's all very hush-hush. Or they might have said, to be honest. I can't really remember. Okay, so we're back in Horizon's perspective. Having a hard time focusing after the other day. Ah, Crypto Drone. I'm not even gonna bother trying to say that. No squads near us, but... Ah, the Watson fences. A fence to soothe your worries. But if there was something to see, Hack would see it. Don't you agree, Dr. Summers? Horizon, are you alright?
Oh.
What was that? Oh yes, dearie, I'm fine. Just a wee bit tired. The code I gave you, were you able to make any progress? Her code.
Oh.
Ah, that. I did. The lead I hoped for is there. It just wasn't who I was expecting. Oh, and what was the lead? Something about your son. So the code that Horizon used to awaken Dr. Reed inside of Ash was a code given to her by Crypto. Cool. Oh, and what was the lead? Something about your son? Yes, no. She... It's more complicated than that. But I rather hope it's news about Newton. But that is something, Dr. Summers. A step anywhere is a step closer to your son, no? This could be what you've been searching for. And I am so happy Crypto could be of help. You could say I'm on a similar journey. I do hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you. Natalie, we're close. I'm going to take a look around. Watson and Crypto follow after Hack. I'll catch up in a moment. I can still hear them. If there's a path to Newton, shouldn't I take it? Even if that path leads me to Ash? I cannot wait to hear all about Newton's life. I'm sure it was every bit the scientist his man was. No idea what that means. Crypto, do you think he had a dog? Or children? Dr. Summers could be a grandmere or arrière-grandmere. Oh, these words! Oh, I hope so. I hope you had the world, my dear boy. Yongxing Cheerio, Natalie. Focus, yes. But if I'm not mistaken, the computer part we are looking for should be about here. Yeah, I think I have found something. Let me just... Et voila. Only one more piece to go. Well done, Hack and Crypto. It won't be long until that comms unit is fixed. I must say, I'm surprised to find this component intact. You'd think there'd be more damage to, well, everything on an island like this. We should get back to Dr. Summers. Are you coming? Giddarida. There's something. From a rip in reality comes the she-devil herself. Reed. Crypto shoots, but he's too slow for her. Reed blocks Crypto's bullets, then has him at sword point. Oh, Mary. Why weren't you paying attention? Your teammates need you. Let him go. Ash looks from Watson to Crypto. She's going to do something. She's going to... I see. I'm not here to fight. Yet. You, Watson. The robot says you have been rooting around IMC buildings, searching for something. I require information contained in old IMC files. Tell me, where would I find the information I seek? Information? Well, it depends on the facility. Many IMC structures are still semi-functional, so getting into their databases wouldn't be too difficult. You just have to know what you're doing and what you're looking for. Wraith has done it many times. I see. That will be all. Oh, she's gonna go to Wraith now. Oh, can't wait for that. What was that about? IMC? Mullah, we should find Horizon. I don't want someone else to get the jump on us. Reed, what are you up to? Next, 2 can play. Okay, I'm really excited for the next one now. Chapter 4. Because if she's gonna go after Wraith, that's awesome. Because, you know, okay, Wraith is my favorite character. If you know, I don't know if you know that by now, but she is. So, you know, Ash versus Wraith, I am happy to see that. Although I fear Ash may have the upper hand due to her being a robot. But we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Maybe they're just gonna end up talking. But I would like to see a fight between them. 2 can play. Are we talking about the whole phasing? Because they can both phase and all that. Oh, here we go. After days of searching through defunct IMC facilities, I have located something promising on one of Gaia's islands. A lone fenced structure. It should hold the information I need. So I presume this is going to be from Wraith's perspective now. A BRD-01 automated infantry unit. A Spectre. It's been a while. Or not. I stand corrected. Units. So never mind, this is from Ash's perspective still. Dozens of discarded Spectres pour into the facility. The Spectres focus their aim. It is futile. I am precision. Perfection. Pitiful. And they were programmed as elite combat units. A mouse follows. I will allow it, as long as she does not get in my way. Wait. Are we... I don't think he's talking about an actual mouse. I think he's talking about Horizon. Is Horizon following Ash? Kicking aside cobwebs and discarded furniture, I navigate to the room with the central computer. Child's play. Now to find where the sword is stored. Names and a map appear on the screen. Personal storage containers. Millie Delgado, Armand Fletcher, Aleki Gibraltar, Anastasia Oliveira, and Newton Summers. Oh yeah, Newton was also one of Pathfinder's creators. Right. So, Eleki Gibraltar, I presume that's the grandfather of Gibraltar. Ashley Reed, Conan Shelley, Emily Paquette. Okay, so Watson's grandmother, Gibraltar's grandfather, and who was the other one? I already forgot. Oh yeah, right, Newton, Horizon's son. They were all part of Pathfinder's creators. They were like all a part of that group. I don't know why Ashley Reed is in there. Was Reed also one of the creators? I don't know. That's confusing. Paquette. There are rows upon rows of sealed containers, labeled with the names from my past. I locate Paquette's container and tear it open. There it is. I lift the dusty sword. Old blood still clings to it. My blood. Oh, so that's the sword that was used to kill Ashley Reed. And it was indeed Watson's grandmother who did that, if I remember correctly from that video. Paquette, you used this sword to kill me once. That won't happen again. My human weaknesses have been corrected. Reed! Yep, Horizon was following her. Horizon's voice echoes throughout the empty building. She steps forward, weapon in hand. The mouse thinks she is hunting me. Laughable. I know you're up to something. You remember me? What you did? Some memory of my boy must have been unlocked too when I... Open up, or I swear by all the laws of science, I'll open you. Doctor, I'm impressed. You have finally found your bite. However, you are a bigger nuisance than I anticipated. I cannot abide your interference any longer. No. Oh. Okay, so we got Lee inside of Lee's consciousness inside of Ash now, you know, fighting against Ash. I won't do this again. You. How? So Lee doesn't want Ash to kill Horizon. She's trying to save Horizon now, I think. Submit. You will not overrule me. I am stronger. I am better. What are you doing? Ah. I attempt to reach the sword. A war is waged. My joints buckle and convulse. I feel my body scrambling on the floor like a rodent. She's winning. Didn't take another step. My vision glitches. I see Summers with the sword in hand. I stopped her. I stopped her. Dr. Summers, please, there's not enough time. I need you to listen to me. I'm not falling for whatever trick this is. My son, Newton. What happened to my Newton? Please, we don't have time. She'll be back soon. I attempt to regain control, striking from all sides, but she keeps me at bay. I can feel that it is a struggle for her. Soon, she will waver. I will not go quietly. You will return to your cage and you will be excised. Next, zero-sum game. I'm disappointed. I was expecting a fight between Ash and Wraith, and I didn't get that. Although in the background you can see Wraith standing there. Also in the previous one you could see her standing there, so I'm still expecting Wraith to show up at some point. So interesting. So Ashley Reed is still fighting, you know, over control of the body of Ash, I guess. You know, we got the consciousness of Ash and the consciousness of Reed, and they're battling each other. And it seems that Ashley is actually the one who's winning. So that's interesting. I remember what it was like to be underwater when I was a human. The muffled voices, the loss of your own, and the struggle for freedom. The sensation is the same. It is a prison. It is her prison, and I will not let her keep me inside it. Mary, you need to help me. Ash wants me dead. You don't know what she's capable of. Help you. You are Ash. I'm Lee. Lee? Newton, you said you wanted to know what happened to him. He didn't die. Not that day. Not in the rift explosion. What? Your bum's out the window. Words. Now that I've got the upper hand. No, he wasn't there when the lab detonated. I'll tell you everything. Just help me. The other one fights back as I drag her from the surface. It is harder than I anticipated to put her back in her cage. Since she's awoken, her strength has grown. I must not let it grow any further. Lee? She's not here, and she will not return. I hope you two had a pleasant conversation. It'll be the last one you ever have. Please, Mary, Newton, be quiet. Ash, Lee, I didn't care what your name is. Tell me the truth about my son. Poor Dr. Summers. She comes at me with the sword, but her anger clouds her. It is easy to disarm her and trap her within my arc snare. Tuh, I should have known you'd resort to cheap tricks. When I get out of this, I will use anything at my disposal to reach my objective, Doctor. If she was going to threaten me, the words die on her tongue as I pick up what I came for, the sword. I feel the other one rising within me, trying to take control. If this blade would be used to threaten me a second time, I will not perish by its edge again. The other one will cease to exist when I destroy everything that embodies her past weaknesses, and this sword is one of them. I snap it in two and let the pieces fall to the ground. There is a wonderful silence, as though the prisoner inside me has faded away. You broke it? What did you even come here for? I have no time for your questions. If you intend to get in my way, then allow me to teach you what it means to stand against me. The other one has met her end, and now you will too. She struggles against the snare. Her eyes are defiant even as she stares down the barrel of my gun. Her tenacity is admirable, but it's not enough to keep her alive. My finger is on the trigger. Is Wraith gonna come now? Is Wraith gonna come in and save Horizon? Oh! I miss? I attempt to recenter my aim, but there is a resistance in my arms. She is still here. The other one has a hold of me, protecting the doctor, protecting her plan. I throw the gun to the ground. It clatters loudly, metal scraping as it skitters across the tile. Damn you. I will destroy everything binding you to this world. Do your worst. You won't get a drop on me this time. Dr. Summers has broken free of my snare. Her own weapon is leveled at me. Don't give yourself so much credit. This parasite must be eliminated. I know where to begin. The sword wasn't enough. I look past Dr. Summers to the storage unit it came from. The screen glows with the name of that wretched scientist's next of kin. Paquette. Paquette. What does Natalie have to do with anything? Her words spark a memory of the Marvin from days prior. Natalie. Natalie. I missaid the name. Come on. He called her, or Watson, a granddaughter of one of his creators. I stare at the name in the storage unit. Natalie Paquette. Always the helpful one, aren't you, Dr. Summers? I didn't. Where are you going? I'll shoot you, I swear. Then shoot. You're the one who sought me out, demanding answers about your son. Perhaps I will take them with me when you put that bullet in my head. You are free to do what you please, but my target is elsewhere. I hear her lower her weapon. Once again, knowledge prevails. But what I know, the other one knows. Until I rid myself of her, I cannot be what I truly am. Perfection. Next, one last piece. Okay. Chapter 6. One last piece. So the Ash was not aware that Watson was the granddaughter of one of Pathfinder's creators. Or of the creator that, you know, killed her. So Ash wasn't aware of that. Now she saw the name and she remembered what Pathfinder said, and now she's made the connection that Watson is the granddaughter of the person who killed her. So that's pretty interesting. I thought she already knew that, but apparently not. Chapter 6, one last piece. The lightning rod towers over my head. It is a fascinating piece of machinery, and I hate to take it apart. But if I'm right, and this is what I think it is. Almost. Come on, you silly thing. I'm very disappointed we didn't get to see Wraith earlier, by the way. Maybe she'll still show up, but I'm starting to doubt it. But we're now back to Watson, so I presume Ash is going to come back to try and get Watson. Gotcha. Yes, this is it. Magnifique. Tae-Jun is going to be so... A jolt runs up my back. I look around the platform. Nothing. Hello? Oh, no. Where's Caustic when you need him? Caustic needs to protect Watson. I pick up my energy reader. It can't hurt to be safe. There shouldn't be any prowlers here. Was it just thunder? You. Ah. Okay, that was a very bad that I just did there. I'm sorry if you can hear a fan in the background right now. My laptop. I play Apex on a laptop. I know. I don't have a PC. I know. That's not great. I know. It's not ideal. But my laptop was really starting to overheat for a second. That's why even that you might have noticed that the text was starting to show up slower and slower and slower. It was starting to lag a little, so I had to put on my my fan on the laptop to cool it down a little. So hopefully the lag reduces a little. So you will hear that sound in the background now. I apologize for that, but there's no other way. I'm sorry. Hopefully this reduces the lag that I have here in Apex right now. Anyways, I spin so fast that I almost trip. At first I only see a shadow at the top of a stairwell. Then the shadow steps forward and... it's Ash. Oh, Ash, you scared me. Though I guess that's not so strange. What are you doing here? Paquette. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Caustic, we need you. Yes, then again, Watson can probably take care of herself. She's pretty. She can literally disintegrate people just by touching them, so I think she can handle herself. You are Natalie Paquette, aren't you? Daughter of Luck Paquette. So that's the name of her mother, Luck, or Luce. Maybe Lucy. Maybe this is just like a shorter nickname version of her mother's name. Interesting. We. That's right. I didn't expect you to know that. I have learned much in recent days. The truth was locked away by my neurological programming. I did not know what or who I truly was. Then I remembered everything. Do you remember when I told you I was seeking information? What you said to me? Well, I was on a mission to find a memento from my past. The sword used to end my feeble human existence. That should not have been my end. The one who killed me was a pathetic fool. I could have bested her easily, but I was cut down by incompetence. I reclaimed what she took from me. I smashed the blade she used. It is proof that I am here, and she is not. But it woke something inside me. It did not affirm my strength as it should have. It fed a cancer that must be destroyed. Her influence, their influence, is still too potent. I will cut through it. What? What are you? I step back. She follows me, her feet digging into the ground like spikes. I can see the reflection of storm clouds in the sword she points at me. So we're now seeing this from Watson's perspective. It is not enough to end their line. I will lay bare the rot carried by their name. Oh, so she wants to kill Watson, like, for real. She's not interrogating her, she wants to kill her. She wants to end, like, the entire Paquette bloodline. Gibraltar, Wraith, Taejun, anyone. Yes, Wraith, please. Why didn't she say Caustic, though? Come on. Where's Caustic at? Stay away. I'm not afraid to fight. Soon I will be free. Free of everything dragging me down. Oh, this is so interesting. Starting with you. How is she gonna get out of this? Who's gonna save her? Is she gonna save herself? Is Lee gonna save her? She strikes as fast as lightning. I swing, but hit only air. All I can see is the gleam of her sword. Oh. And then I'm falling. Oh no. Oh, she fell in water? I'm okay. The water is warm, but deep. My pylon is heavy and I paddle with all my strength to stay afloat. My chest hurts where she shoved me, but no wounds. When I look up, there are cliffs in front of me, casting everything in shadow. I have to stare straight up to see the top. The tip of the lightning rod stabs up into the sky. Ash is standing there at the edge of the cliff, looking right at me. Let us begin, Natalie Paquette. She disappears like she was never there. Now I am really alone. I shiver, even though the water is warm. I don't know what is beginning, but I have to find out. Next, zeros and ones. Wait, what? I'm confused now. Okay, the epilogue. We're almost at the end. Wait. So, I thought Ash wanted to kill her, but she just threw her in warm water? I'm confused. Let's just read this and see. Excuse me. Let's just read this and see how it ends. Ah, crypto. You. Calm yourself. You wanted a partnership, did you not? Speak. I'm looking for someone. I need information. Information the syndicate has. So you thought I would betray them. Not betray. There's something more going on. Save your breath. I have no interest in the syndicate's petty dramatics. But you show promise. I won't disregard a worthy pupil. Well, do you want my help? Ah. Ew. Yes. Good. Then follow me. Are they going to Watson now? End. Wait, what? Wait, what? No, man! Oh! You can't end it like that. Okay, wow, that was, I was not expecting that ending. I was expecting a bit more of a closed end. So, what happened to Watson? I have no idea what happened to Watson. So, like, I thought Ash wanted to kill her, but instead she just pushed her into water. And now she's working together with Crypto. Ah, man, okay. So, this is a very open end. Like, it feels like these chapters were just the introduction, the intro of the actual story. It didn't feel like this was the story. It felt like this was just introducing the story still. So I'm hoping we get to see more of this in the near future. I don't think we're gonna get too much of Ash lore in the coming season. I feel like it's mostly going to focus on, you know, Eduardo Silva, Octane, Liveline, Mad Maggie, Fuse, Salvo, Syndicate, all that. I feel like that's going to be the focus of next season. I doubt we're gonna get much lore regarding Ash, Crypto, Watson, Horizon, and all that. So maybe the season after that we'll get to see some more of this. I hope so, because I want to know what happens next. Man, that was cool though. That was fun. I definitely enjoyed reading all the chapters back to back more than I did reading them every week. Because when it's a week later, you know, you forget some of the things that happened in the previous chapter. Now I felt like I knew what was happening like the entire time. So that was fun. That was fun. Man, I am... Oh, man. New episode, The One Who Walked Away. What do you mean? I just read that. I just read that. Look at this. I'm level 13 in the battle pass. So sad. So sad. Anyways. Wow. Ash. Ash is awesome. Ash is awesome. Wow. She's cool. She's cool. I'm gonna leave that there. I hope you guys enjoyed me reading well, what do they call it? Episodes. It's not called quest, it's not called comic, it's called episodes now. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed me reading the episodes. I did. That was interesting. That was really fun. I think it would have been cool if we had an actual comic to go with it, the visuals with it. But still, it was still really interesting even without that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next Apex Legends. Actually, I'll probably end up seeing you tonight, because I believe we're going to get the Battle Pass trailer tonight. So I'm probably going to react to that. So I'll see you guys in the next Battle Pass reaction video. Goodbye.